And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plans, immigration law, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we always want to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And make sure that you bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring into studio to help you understand more about these different buying decisions, business decisions in your life, and help you avoid a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent out there in our community. It's Intelligent Talk Radio, and I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Back in studio, Desiree Fernandez representing Team Hennessy. Welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
The Lone Pilots.
Yes, we are.
All right, so a mortgage expert here in studio. So what are you seeing out there in the mortgage world?
We're seeing a lot of people right now. We're seeing a lot of people just shopping. Just they want land, and you're not finding it. Other if you not go to Riverview or Apollo Beach, that area, Wesley Chapel. We're seeing a lot of people reach out to us actually who think they're getting better deals elsewhere and hiding fees, things like that. And we basically have to set them straight. Got
to break it down and say there's no such thing as, some of these stories you hear out there. All right, we got Dr. Martin Imudia in the house as well, our legal analyst for immigration law. Welcome in.
Thank you very much, Burton.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming back. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about the current separation of family. I think that is very, very important.
Okay.
It's topical. And then we'll also talk about potential investors coming from overseas that might need partners in the U.S., specifically Tampa Bay area.
I like that. I like that one. Investors looking for an opportunity. And then in the Tampa Bay area, there's a lot of opportunity for investors here, too.
Sure.
Yeah, investing in infrastructure, investing in real estate, part of the whole process of becoming a citizenship or even, other aspects of the visas that we've talked about as well.
Yes.
And we want to make sure as business owners out there that you are prepared if you do get some enforcement of the immigration laws. You got a free I-9 seminar coming up here as well. We've got this is for business owners, human resource managers, any staff that's in charge of hiring. We've got it going on at the Quality Inn meeting room on Del Mabry, 1020 South Del Mabry. Dr. Martin Imudia and his team are going to be there Wednesday, July 18th, 3 o'clock, Thursday, July 2nd at 5 o'clock, Saturday the 18th at 10 a.m. So 3 different times there, meeting at the Quality Inn. It's going to be a free I-9 seminar. You're going to be able to learn how, what's going on with the current enforcement measures. You're going to talk about how enforcement measures could affect you as a business owner, how to prepare your company's I-9s, the forms, and what to do when your company is subject to an ICE audit. So a lot of interesting things to be prepared for there, and we're going to talk more about that. We have our feel-good story of the week as well in our Tell Me Something Good segment. Hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to a woman's funeral. Find out why right here in our upcoming segments here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Let's give a shout-out to Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza. Our official restaurant partner is Brio Tuscan Grill, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. They're offering a special right now. All you have to do is walk into Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza, let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, take them up on this offer. They're going to give you a free appetizer just by mentioning the Consumer Quarterback Show. And they have great, great appetizers, very friendly staff. Spicy shrimp and eggplant is my favorite. Roasted garlic, spinach and artichoke dip, beef carpaccio, calamari, and tomato and mozzarella caprese. A lot of great appetizers available for you. They also have the Sunday brunch going on now on the weekend. weekends over at Brio Tuscan Grill. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. As you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay as well. Got a hot listing on the beach I want to let you know about. 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401, Clearwater Beach. This is the Bella Rosa condo, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,198 square feet, $1.175 million listing of mine. This is a personal listing I have. Beautiful aerial drone photography and video provided by Fabre Frameworks. Our official real estate photographer is Fabre Frameworks. They do a great job. 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401, and it's $1.175 million property listing on Clearwater Beach. Beautiful real estate property here in Tampa Bay. All right, let's jump right into it. We got Desiree Fernandez in the house, the loan pilots, mortgage expert here. Local, support your local economy. First off, that's what we talk about a lot, is supporting the local businesses, local economy here in Tampa Bay. So you mentioned land, vacant land. It's something we don't talk about a lot. And people calling up, you said people are calling up looking for land. Maybe they want to build a home, maybe relocate, maybe build a business there.
Well, yeah, or they just want, they're living in a condo, they're living in a townhouse, and they want property. They don't want the HOAs.
Yep.
HOAs is a big problem lately for a lot of people because, they're so strict.
Yeah.
So they want property where they can have a few cars or recreational vehicles or whatever they might want and not have the problem and the hassle of the HOAs.
Yeah. It's a kind of a catch-22 with those HOAs. Sometimes they're overbearing. Sometimes they, but they do keep the, the peace, so to speak. They keep, the garbage cans in from the road. Some of them have the systems where you can't paint the bright pink, houses. They have a purpose. The HOAs, I think they've got a bad mark because so many times you got the HOA president who's just a jerk.
Right.
A lot of times, just cut it, break it down, plain and simple. They're overbearing. They get that little bit of power, and they want to just be, instead of being nice about things, they're going to be kind of abrasive about it.
But I also find that people, if they have their own property, they have their house, they want to do what they want to do without being told how to do it,
right,
or when to do it, or if you have a party and you have people over. You get complaints because you have cars in the street. I've seen it. I've heard it. It happens. So they just want their own space. It's what people want now.
Yeah, so you can find that. That's the great thing about real estate. You can buy, certain aspects of properties. There's vacant land, buy and build. Build a property like you want. Rather than buying a resale, someone else's property, buy some vacant land. Get with the builder, design it, build it how you want. Be prepared. It's going to take a little longer than they tell you. It always happens.
A little bit.
So when it comes to mortgage rates and the real estate approvals, what's changing there? Is everything good?
Everything's good as far as approvals, and we don't talk rates because they fluctuate daily. So what would be today, it's going to be different tomorrow.
Right.
As far as approvals and all that, we 24, 48 hour turnaround time. We can get an approval done for you.
Yeah.
We do it in house. We're local. We'll come to you. Everything's the same.
Service with a smile.
Service with a smile.
So you'll go out to people's home. You'll go to their office. You'll meet with them. Make it convenient for them.
Absolutely.
I think that's a big part of it. Your local bank's not going to do that.
No, and we don't want to have them come into us. We'll come to them.
Yeah, that's great.
The problem. A lot of people are like, oh, we have to go to our local bank. They're open until 5. No, we work after hours. We work on weekends.
Right.
We're there for you whenever it's convenient for you.
Yeah. And I know I was talking with some of your team members as well yesterday, Renee, and I wanted to follow up with Todd and as well. And I know we've got, several borrowers out there that are pre-approved looking for a house, but that's the challenge. We're still trying to find a house that fits their needs. And then sometimes you have, what do they say, the champagne taste with the beer budget, right? So sometimes they're a little bit unrealistic as far as what they're willing to accept is in their price range.
Exactly.
For example, $250,000 in Pinellas County, if you're looking for a duplex or triplex or quad, it's kind of a tough buy. It's a tough find. There's so many people looking for those. So what's your words of wisdom there for people?
I always say it. Shop around. If you don't believe what we have to say, shop around. Everybody's going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
What you can afford is what you can afford. And you're going to have to live within your budget.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, or restructure it somehow to where you can.
Yeah. Yeah, find out, what you're willing to accept, and then here's the challenge I see with a lot of people is they want to go onto these websites, they want to start shopping online, which is fine in theory. You think you can look online, you can see what's available, but the problem is those websites, a lot of them are so outdated, they're not up to date, they're not like working directly with a real estate agent.
Oh yeah.
If you're in the buying side, you really need to establish a relationship with the buyer agent. If you're looking to sell, find a listing agent that you feel comfortable with. But on the buy side, it's important there as well because that buyer agent's going to be able to let you know real time if a property's already pending, meaning it has a contract on it, it's got an escrow deposit, they're waiting on closing. If a property is, off the market, things change. It's very fluid.
Right.
So that's the challenge I see is a lot of people don't commit to that agent and work with an agent.
Right. And a lot of problems that I see, I love your company because you guys vet the buyers before you send them over, and you give them realistic expectations of what's going to happen. That doesn't always happen. Right. So when they come to us, like you said, they want $1 million house, but they can only afford a $200,000 house. Well, we have to break it down to reality.
Yeah, that's right. It's a challenge, and there's so many opportunities now. I mean, even it's kind of switching gears, talking about investors now. I mean, look at what investors are doing with properties. They're buying Airbnb rentals, making lots of money by doing short-term rentals rather than a year-long lease.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's perfect for the buyer and for everybody.
Yeah, it's a win-win. All right, stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. More from Team Hennessy, Desiree Fernandez. We got Dr. Martin Imudia coming up as well, legal analyst and an immigration attorney here in Tampa Bay. We're going to talk about some of the things happening in that areas of immigration law. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to a woman's funeral. Find out more about that story and right when we come back.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
House or condo?
House.
3 bedrooms or 4?
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show, and your quarterback on your real estate transactions, quarterbacking, introductions to all of our expert contributors as well. We've got 80-plus partners here, CPAs, financial advisors, different attorneys, all types of folks that we can help connect you to. We've got our brochure here as well. If you'd like one, let us know. We'll mail one out to you. Consumer Quarterback Show can be found consumerqb.com. I implore you to check out our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors. Submit a form there. And we want to help you win in any marketplace. That is our goal. In studio today, we've got Team Hennessy being represented by Desiree Fernandez, local mortgage company, mortgage experts. And we also have our legal analyst, Dr. Martins Imudia, as well, U.S. Centers for Immigration here in studio. And I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty. I got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about here in beautiful South Tampa here. We've got a beautiful property, 103 South Havana Avenue, Bungalow City, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, $620,000. Beautiful property here, 2,464 square feet. A great buying opportunity, perfect Airbnb property as we were talking about. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. Rent this thing out. You're going to be able to positive cash flow here at 103 South Havana Avenue. Taking you across the pond here, we got 215 12th Avenue Northeast in St. Pete. SIPS panel construction, beautiful property, high energy ratings. Energy efficiency is through the roof here. $1.4 million. It's a Rolex of a home, beautiful home here, 3,752 square feet. Compliments of PlatinumMVPRealty.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And our official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Mary Maids. They do a great job cleaning our real estate properties. Relax, it's done. Mary Maids. Satisfaction is guaranteed by our cleaning partner, Mary Maids. Let Mary Maids take care of your summer cleaning. We know clean. Leave the details to us. They are the recipients of the Women's Choice Award. America's most recommended cleaning services is Mary Maids. Relax, it's done. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win. Team Hennessy in the house, Desiree Fernandez, talking about different types of loan products. Coming up, we've got Dr. Martins Imudia as well coming up here. We're going to talk about some I-9 seminars that he has going on for business owners, separation of families, and also potential partners, investors for opportunities for folks looking to move money into the United States of America here. So let's go back to Desiree here. So Desiree, on the mortgage side, you look at, where we're at. We're still at great, we talked about not mentioning specific rates and APRs because we don't want the mortgage police coming after us. But we have, we're still looking at 40 to 50 year lows. I mean, we're still at relatively low rates. We've got great opportunities for investors, great opportunities for single family homeowners. One of the areas I really like to focus on and kind of beat that drum on is home ownership for renters out there. Mm-hmm. There's so many renters still, paying their landlord's mortgage, throwing money away in rent. It's such a smart move to get into the real estate home ownership game.
Oh, it is. And as you were saying, as far as Airbnb and VRBO, people buy properties and then turn around and use it as investments and retire with it.
Yes.
That's the amazing thing about it is we are blessed in Florida to have beautiful beaches, attractions. I mean, Florida is absolutely breathtaking. Mm-hmm. And there are so many opportunities out there for people to purchase a house and then turn around and use it as an investment property.
Right.
And profit off of it.
Yeah, and literally, as you accumulate these properties over your lifetime, you've got 5, 10, 15 properties now, you're done. You're retiring, you're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're hanging out at the pool. Margaritas.
Exactly.
On a Wednesday.
There you go.
So yeah, it really is an opportunity to build, income. And then you couple that with some of these investment vehicles like a self-directed IRA. We have Scott Maurer with Advanta IRA. He's been a long time friend of the program, 3+ years now, I think, on the show. When you buy real estate through an IRA, now you've got extra incentives stacked on top of the already great incentives to purchase real estate.
There are so many different opportunities out there for people that the good thing about what we do and in the business that we're in, networking, is that we have connections with other people, as you were just saying,
yep.
that we can put it all together for them.
Right.
And show them opportunities they didn't know that they had.
Yeah.
So that's always a bonus.
Yeah, it's a lot of times people say, the key to success, I think it's more of a combination lock, kind of like you had the locker on your lock at school, right? Mm-hmm. It's a combination of investing in real estate, buying it through an IRA, maybe having, some type of other asset plan in place. We work with Michael Lysenko. He's our safe money coach. If you want to have, some investments going into the markets there, so it's when you look at how hard we work to make money. Oh. If you're W-2'd, whatever your job is, if you're self-employed, you're working long hours for yourself, W-2'd, we work really hard to make our money. So I think it's so important that we are smart with where we place that hard-earned income.
Well, absolutely. You want to be able to retire
right.
at an early age and enjoy the margaritas at Wednesdays by the pool.
Yeah.
So you need to invest smart. You have to invest smart. And I think shopping locally, shopping with us, shopping with other people that we know in the network will be able to place you into a good environment to where you'll have that good investment. Yeah,
absolutely. So you will. So with Team Hennessy, the loan pilots, you guys are going to be able to. You're in a capacity where you're able to shop for each person's different loan program. So in essence, by coming to you, you are doing the shopping for them.
We do every loan, we take it as if it was our own, and we give them individual attention. Mm-hmm. And every loan is a snowflake. None of them are the same.
Right.
So the way I would structure your loan might not be the way I would structure somebody else's loan.
Right.
So we take that into account, and we get together and we talk. I mean, every day we put our heads together and we think what's the best for our clients.
Yeah. I like that. All right, so we want you reaching out to Team Hennessy, Desiree Fernandez, her team. They do a great job. We want you checking out consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there. Of course, you can reach us on our hotline as well, the 670-7372. That's our consumer advocate hotline, 670-7372.
Here's my number, so call me maybe.
All right, so more from Desiree coming up in the show as well, and the next segment's coming up in our lightning round. And I want to talk with Dr. Martin Imudia now. He's our legal analyst when it comes to immigration law. Immigration is one of those things. It's a polarizing topic sometimes, but what we do know for business owners out there, whether you like it or not, these I-9s are very important.
Yes, I-9s are very important, but what Desiree is talking also is very, very important because we have a lot of people that wants to come into the U.S. to invest here in real estate.
Right.
The issue is how do they get the right partners? Right. I have a client that would like to put a team of investors together, put money in Florida, for example. I don't know real estate. We need partners that will work with them to develop these projects.
Right.
If you come with millions of dollars, we need those monies. So that's an area that we should explore as part of our discussion with the team.
Sure, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. The idea of for folks, especially in look at some of the other countries like Argentina and some of the different areas of the world. There's so much political stuff happening, geopolitical stories. You got so many bad things happening in other countries. People look to the United States as a safe haven. I mean, it's the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry, so to speak, right? I mean, it's there. So you're saying that potential partners for foreign investors and clients, people moving businesses, and then also real estate rentals.
Yes, they have their monies. These are good money. It's not like some criminal or drug money.
Right.
They would like to put money here to be safe.
Right.
You said it right. Somebody's in Argentina. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. We have issues right now with Venezuela.
Yes.
People who were lucky to get their money out on time, they are doing well wherever they are now. Those who left their funds there have clients lost millions of dollars in Venezuela economy. So we have a lot of clients like that would like to come to Florida and invest their money. So who are those partners out there? Because they lack the knowledge of the language and the culture, they would like to work with some partners. We have like 2-3 of those wanting to do this as soon as possible. So Desiree, I might reach out to you. You might know how to do this.
Absolutely. Send them our way.
Yes. Then we also have the person in the moving business that wants to set up something in the U.S., preferably this area, Tampa Bay area, Bradenton area. They will put the money and partner with U.S. partner. You see, we will be very careful who will get them to work with because we don't want them to take advantage of people who work hard to bring in their money to the economy.
Right.
We'll do some vetting, but we would like to see somebody who is in the business or interested in developing those businesses.
Right.
It's good opportunity because they know the culture, they know the language, they probably know what to do with the business. Then the foreign investor will put in money. In return, they'll be able to get visas for themselves and their family members.
Yes.
So that is very, very interesting that we should be looking at also.
Yeah, it's important. That's a big part of our economy is the foreign investment side. The ability for people to partner with entrepreneurs in the United States, the ability to buy real estate as a passive investment. There's great opportunity, and there's different ways. So Martin's Imudia, PhD, and you've got another attorney here, Morton B. Christofferson, attorneys at law, U.S. Centers for Immigration. You guys can help people with all these different questions relating to immigration and investment.
Yes.
Yeah, those are ways that you can look at that. So when we come back on the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about the update as well from separation of children. That's another area that we're seeing a lot about. We're hearing a lot about. There's some things the ACLU is talking about in San Diego. A federal judge is ruling that the Trump administration must reunite parents with the children in 30 days. So we're going to talk about some of these different aspects on the other side of the break. We're also going to mention your I-9 seminar. Any business owners out there, we've got an I-9 seminar that's being hosted by Dr. Martin's Imudia Wednesday, July 18th, 3 o'clock. Thursday, August 2nd is going to be 5 p.m. Saturday, the 18th is going to be at 10 a.m. And that's going to be on Dale Mabry in Tampa, Quality Inn Meeting Room in Tampa. All right, stay with us. When we come back, more from our expert contributors, and we have our feel-good story of the week, a positivity injection for you here. Hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to a woman's funeral. Find out more when we come back on the other side of this break. Do not touch that dial.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Former USF football player. I played on the inaugural football team at USF. Longtime quarterback on our sports team, quarterbacking our teams to championships, and now we're quarterbacking a different game. We're quarterbacking introductions to our 80-plus show partners, CPAs, financial advisors, attorneys, all types of home services, health-related experts that we want to help you live a better life. That's the goal of this show, is the Consumer Quarterback Show, Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region's #1 consumer advocate-based program. 5 years on air now, and it's been a fun ride. We're having some fun. All right, we got Team Hennessy in the house. Desiree Fernandez talking about mortgage advice, ways that you can live a better life in the mortgage space. Also, Dr. Martins Imudia. He's a immigration attorney here and a legal analyst on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And before we jump back into this great content, I want to touch on a couple of hot listings. I've got a airport for sale up in Dade City. 20151 Powerline Road is a 15-acre airport. We also have another 10-acre parcel with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath property. $250,000. Great opportunity to purchase a airport up in Dade City. So where are all my pilots at? Any pilots out there? Check that out. A really cool opportunity. 5331 Causeway Boulevard in Tampa. This is a commercial opportunity as well. It's currently operating as a single-family home, but it's a home-based business ready to happen here. It's a commercial M is the use by the Selman Expressway. $264,000 at 5331 Causeway Boulevard here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And we're giving a shout out to Chef Will Wagner. He's our chef on the team here. Chef Will Wagner, he develops these beautiful healthy meals. He's a healthy meal delivery service. Chef Will and his team conveniently deliver organic meals to your home or office. And we're talking about paleogenic, ketogenic, vegan, gluten-free, and also kids menus available as well. Chef Will Wagner, he's my chef, and he can be your family chef too. And he's a personal chef and does a great job putting together these great combinations, excellent food, and really good stuff. So reach out to him, let him know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. And coming up, we have our feel-good story of the week as well. Hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to a woman's funeral. All right, let's go back to Dr. Martins Imudia here, U.S. Centers for Immigration. So we were talking about before the break some of the the recent things in the news. We got the separation of children from parents. What's the update on that? What are you seeing?
Well, recently we had the federal court ruling in San Diego that requested for the government to find a way to put back the family that were separated.
Yep.
I mean, that is ACLU action.
Yep.
But I would like to talk a little bit about the situation. Even as we talk about the judge's order. The fact is that separation of family has been there for a while. It didn't start with Trump administration. So people should be aware of that.
Right.
People come in here trying to get something better for their lives.
Right.
And of course, most people from Latin America countries or other part of the world coming through Mexico would use their children, normally because the law is sympathetic to children.
Right.
You have the rule that requires that you cannot place children in custody for more than 20 days. I think that's what the administration was actually trying to overcome by separating them. Because the law, which was the settlement, they call it Flores settlement, from about 2 decades ago.
Yeah, the Flores settlement. Yep.
Yes, required that you cannot put kids in custody for more than 20 days. So that is basically why I think the administration tried to separate them so that they can keep the adults in custody for more than 20 days and then try to get something for the kids to do.
Right.
Unfortunately, this has happened over many administrations.
Right.
I think we out there in public should take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. There's always a way that this is eventually resolved. Obama had his own issues with this. I'm very confident that at the end of the day, the kids will be reunited, and hopefully, like I've said before, there will be a system orchestrated between the U.S. and some of these struggling countries to help them put their acts in order and reduce the amount of influx of immigrants.
Yeah.
As we said before, you have Venezuela, for example. 5-6 years ago, oil was rolling, everybody looking good, but now you have a very serious situation, and you have those kind of situations all over the world.
Right.
How many can U.S. take as a country?
Yeah,
That's something that we have to be mindful of.
Yeah, how many can we accept? How many can we take? And we do, and the need for it, especially in South Florida, or all over Florida and the Southeast, a lot of farming. A lot of farming going on. So there's migrant workers that are needed. And I think it's a great point you make. Is you ever see the clips on these days you're getting your news on Facebook or Instagram. You see the clips of the Clinton administration, Bush 1 and Bush 2, the Obama administration. They all have clips where they're saying different ideas about immigration. We have a problem with the immigration, and they're all clipped. They all have sound bites where they're talking about the same problem. So it's a complex issue, and I think too many times people just kind of jump on the bandwagon of the latest talking point of some talking head that they hear, and they kind of regurgitate that opinion. But really, it's a polarizing thing. Nobody wants children to be separated. But at the same time, we do have to enforce the borders. So it's such a tough issue.
And one of the problems also is that some of these immigrants are not educated on immigration law.
Right.
I can tell you some of them are well to do that. They probably would have obtained different kind of visa to come to the U.S. But because all they know is go in there, file political asylum, or come in and find some spouse to get married to if you're single, that is sad, because go to the other side of what we're talking about, the U.S. itself, we're talking about I-9s.
Right.
A lot of employers don't know about I-9s, for example.
Yeah.
But that is no excuse, because ignorance is no excuse for the law.
Exactly.
Yep. If you are required to document whoever you hire, the I-9s, for example, is not about immigrant or foreigners or people who talk with accent. We might talk with accent like I do, but I don't think with accent.
Right.
There are people out there, really not sure of what to do with I-9s. And it's very, very important that people know that this opportunity for them to come and hear us tell them about what could happen to their businesses.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yes, because enforcement these days is big. And if you don't know about I-9s, you can say, well, I have no idea and I don't want to know. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
A client came to the office last week, a cleaning company. This time told me, I have all my employees, they are all independent contractors. I pay them $10.99. Boy, that is no excuse. Because when I-9 audit comes, they're going to ask for all your $10.99 payments. Because the law is that the 1099s should actually be verified for whether the people behind the companies or individuals are legal to work. But what she thought was that by writing independent contract, because it's just a cleaning company, you can put together illegal aliens and say, hey, we are independent of them. We don't care whether they have paperwork. But I just told them, look, we're going to change that right away. And it's been changed. We're working on those I-9s right now to make sure that she's doing it right.
Yeah, that's an interesting point that you bring up too. W-2 versus a W-9 and 1099 setup. So a lot of employers will try to push that 1099 relationship to have that so-called barrier there. But ultimately, it's still what you're saying is it's still up to that hiring business to verify that they are legal to work.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because they check your 1099s for the last 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
Because for every 1099, there's a name behind it. Yep. And those names should be verified, whether they're employable or whether they're authorized to work.
Right. And then even taking that a step further, if you're having them work as an employee status, show up at 8 o'clock, work at our office, if they're not an actual independent contractor where they have other clients that they work for, there's certain stress tests where people have to go through all those different tests.
Yes.
And really, ideally, you'd want that person, that individual to set up their own corporation.
Absolutely.
And then that's even going to make it a solid case on your side.
Yes.
On the employer side.
Sure.
So let's talk about this I-9 seminar that you got coming up. I think we're here talking on 1380 The Biz, the Wall Street Business Network, 5 o'clock drive time Monday through Friday. This is where a lot of business owners listen to. So you've got this I-9 seminar coming up. Let's talk about the dates again. Are the 18th, Wednesday the 18th at 3 o'clock, Thursday the 2nd, August 2nd at 5 o'clock. Saturday, the 18th at 10 a.m., Quality Inn Meeting Room on Dale Mabry, 1020 South Dale Mabry. So what can people expect to learn? What are you guys going to be presenting there?
Yeah, first of all, when they come in, they'll be able to tell us about their business, because we're going to tell them generally about the I-9s. But they'll be able to tell us the kind of business that they operate, whether it's small, large, construction, restaurant, whatever they do, we'll know about those. And then we'll tell them how to organize their I-9s. The necessity, because today, they might not be in trouble because nobody has written to them. But these days, what is happening is that they are checking it through the IRS, hitting them through all kind of options in the federal database to find out where there might be conflict. For example, some of the employees use other people's social security number. So how do you do 2 full-time jobs with the same social security number? So the IRS is heavily. You see, one person has one social security number and they're working in the restaurant, the other one is working in construction and then filing taxes. And if they don't file it, the employer would have to file in their reporting. So the conflict is how this audit come about.
Right. Yeah, because they can find out. I mean, they're gonna dig in. They're gonna look. They're gonna see.
Yes.
How's this person working in two different places?
Same time.
So it's gonna come up. The red flag's gonna come, and then the business owner ultimately is gonna be on the hook for fines. And you said even criminal
jail time. Yeah,
jail
possible.
Time
Yeah,
potential. All right, stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. You cannot afford to miss this information. When we come back, more from our expert contributors here, Team Hennessy, Desiree Fernandez, and Dr. Martins Imudia as well, U.S. Centers for Immigration Law. And our feel-good story of the week, hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to women's funerals. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent in Tampa Bay. I want to let you know about a hot listing in South Tampa, 3911 West Euclid Avenue in Belmar. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, over 4,000 square foot heated. You've got gorgeous property here with 10-foot ceilings throughout, $837,000 listing. Beautiful property here in South Tampa. One of the best parts is that it is in the Tampa Plant High School District, one of the most sought-after school districts in all of Tampa Bay. 3911 West Euclid Avenue. Reach out. We'd love to show it to you. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Beautiful property in South Tampa. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And let's give a shout out to the Replenish IV Solutions in South Tampa. Our friends and Steve and Lisa Gunnan down there at Replenish IV Solutions in South Tampa. They do the IVs. Beautiful. It's great opportunity to increase your wellness, health and wellness, performance, weight loss, detoxification, fatigue fighter, anti-aging, and all types of extra amino acids. So I love going down there and visiting and getting these vitamins directly into my bloodstream. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win. We've got Team Hennessy being represented by Desiree Fernandez. We've got Dr. Martins Imudia. He's an immigration attorney here in Tampa Bay as well. Let's go ahead and inject you with some positivity here in our Tell Me Something Good.
Tell me something good.
Hundreds of people bring backpacks instead of flowers to a woman's funeral. So a teacher's final request is inspiring people all across the world. Tammy Waddell, 58, served the children and community of Forsyth County in Georgia for 30 years as a professional, the elementary teacher. She passed away earlier this morning battling cancer. Instead of flowers, the elementary school teachers' friends, family, and work colleagues brought backpacks filled with school supplies for students in need. My cousin's final request at her funeral was backpacks full of supplies for needy students instead of flowers, a teacher to the end. Dr. Brad Johnson captioned in his photo on Twitter. Nearly 100 teachers served as honorary pallbearers, carrying the backpacks out of the chapel the chapel to their schools, according to Johnson. It's a heartwarming gesture, he said. So pretty cool story there. You know, a teacher till the end. That's great. You know, so many kids go without. You know, we're talking about, you know, being able to bring in school supplies. We're coming, you know, the end of the summer. That's going to be the theme: is bring in school supplies, getting these kids back into school, helping them, you know, take advantage of the school system. You know, we've got a great school system here. As much bad rap as we get, sometimes we hear about that, where we're, you know, but you know, kids show up, go to school, they get a hot meal, they get an opportunity to learn and develop their skills. So, you know, great story. It's
a wonderful story. They raise our children when we can't be there. They teach them things that we can't.
That's right.
And it's a wonderful story.
Yeah, it really is. It's you know, the different school programs, the ability to you know, in a country where we have freedoms, we have the ability to go to school, to learn. You know, one thing I think about school too is some of them, it's funny how some start at 7:30, some start at as late as 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
And then they get out at 3:30. It's like, why don't they keep them till 5 when most people get off? You know,
that'd be too easy.
Keep them till 5 and let's you know, that'd be make them stay in school longer. You know. All right, so we got Desiree Fernandez here in studio, Dr. Martin's Imudia. Let's go ahead and jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, top tips, nuggets of advice, words of wisdom. Desiree Fernandez, Team Hennessy, the Lone Pilots.
Use us for our knowledge. We're experts at this. We've done it for many years. Use us for our knowledge. You don't have to go with us. At least we can help educate you.
Yeah, that's right. You know, find out, get a consultation, have that consultative approach there at the Lone Pilots. They're going to help you, you know, understand the process, understand credit scores, understand loan to values, and all those, how all those pieces fit.
Everything.
Awesome. Good stuff. Dr. Martin's Imudia.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
I would encourage the audience to take their time to know about immigration law. Not only those at the border, but how it affects them from business standpoint. Whether they are doing it right with their human resources or not. They can contact us, come to the program that we're organizing, the I-9 seminars, or call directly for one-on-one consultation. That will be free for anybody calling from the show.
Yeah, definitely reach out when it comes to this. I think there's so many misnomers out there with the immigration side of things that, you know, the immigration law, you know, and of course, you know, the problem with the United States is it becomes a political football. You know, It's getting tossed up from left to right, you know, the different sides of the aisle. So, you know, as a business owner, you know, none of that matters. What matters is that you are opened up, you are vulnerable if you don't have these in systems.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So the I-9, it's really, you know, it should be part of the process. When someone hires a new employee or even a contractor, when they onboard a new contractor, there should be some type of a process in place.
Yes, what happens is that with the I-9, you have to make sure that it's signed first day that the employee gets to work. And you as the employer must sign it within 3 days of the employee resuming job.
Okay.
If you don't do that, then you're in violation.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And these fines, can you give us another example or another story or, you know, where I think too many businesses, they don't understand, you know, the effect that this could have?
Yes. The fact is that what penalty you get depends on a lot of factors, whether you are a technical violator or willful violator. If, for example, you have been found in the past of violating your I-9, then that would be willful. Or if for any reason you try to use 1099 instead of W-2 to evade the law, then willful. But if it's technical, you never heard about I-9, somebody gave you wrong ID card, wrong social security number, and there was no way you could verify it, that would be technical. Then the penalty is mild. But if it's intentionally and willful, that could be thousands of dollars, depending on how many employees involved, and could be up to 5-year jail time.
So that can come in
serious.
to hurt you there.
Yes.
I want to go back to Desiree here. So Desiree, when it comes to different types of loans for some of these immigrants, what kind of loan products are out there? You mentioned foreign nationals earlier.
Yeah, that's basically what we have is the foreign national loan. It's not the easiest loan to do, but we can get it done. We've done it.
What exactly is considered a foreign national?
Well, they
don't have a green card,
right? Exactly. They live like I had one person from Canada.
Okay.
And they file taxes there. They don't necessarily file taxes here.
Okay.
So
they're filing taxes.
Do they have work authorization to be in the U.S.?
No, we don't know.
Were they they were deriving income from Canada, but they were purchasing a property in the United States?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And so we've had some that have that live here as well, but they're not a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens too.
So some that live here, but they're not a citizen. What would that be considered then? Is that a foreign national?
Yeah, foreign national. Whoever doesn't have citizenship is foreign national. Okay. But if they have a green card, which is legal permanent resident, they are still foreign national, but they are authorized to live here permanently.
Legal permanent resident.
Yes.
Alien. Okay.
With green card, yes. The only issue I would like to ask Desiree is, for the purpose of financing the loan, do you require some higher contribution in terms of down payment, or how do you guarantee the loan since they cannot show any work history or stream income?
Well, they can show work history. We have ways to show work history as well, but like I said, every loan is a snowflake. Everything is different, so we do it case by case basis. So that's kind of a broad question because I can't give you a direct answer as to what's going to work for this person might not work for that person. So everybody's situation is different.
But for the Canadian, they are not working here. They earn money in Canada.
They earn money. They earn money in both.
Okay, so if they earn money here, it means that somehow along the line they probably have some form of work authorization to be able to earn money here.
Yeah, probably.
They had to figure out a way to earn money legally.
Yes.
In the United States,
because being a Canadian does not authorize you to work.
Right.
You have to come with either NAFTA-based visa or some L1 or other kind of.
Right, and that's we need a whole bunch of documentation to get done. And like I said, it's not the easiest loan to do, but we are able to do it.
Yeah, and there's more of a down payment as well. To his point, right? So it might be a 70% loan to value,
absolutely
30% down payment on something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the advantage that you have with your setup is that you have different loan programs that you can shop to different investors.
Right.
Right. So it's not a cookie cutter deal. It's you have certain scenarios where it's going to go to this. Maybe this might be the best investor for that scenario. Right.
We think outside the box. So we have opportunities to where we can do that. So, like I said, we just take a case by case scenario.
That's right. Good. Awesome. Good stuff. So, I want to thank Team Hennessy, Desiree Fernandez, all of your mortgage needs. We want you reaching out, consumerqb.com, especially for your renters out there. If you're still renting, we would love to do a rent versus own analysis for you. Just text the word rent and the amount of rent that you're paying to our hotline, and we'll do a rent versus own analysis. Going to break down the amount of monies that you could be paying on a new mortgage versus the amount of money that you're throwing away paying your landlord's mortgage for him. 813-670-7372. Text the word rent and the amount of rent that you're paying to 813-670-7372. And what we're going to do is we're going to reply back. We're going to ask for more information. We'll get you in touch with Team Hennessy and make sure they get back to you. All right, Dr. Martin's Imudia as well. Thank you so much for coming in. We got that seminar coming up, the I-9 seminar on the 18th, the 2nd, and August 18th as well. Multiple opportunities to see him and Morton B. Christofferson, attorneys at law. Free I-9 seminar coming up, Quality Inn Meeting Room on Dale Mabry. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Something as simple as packing up some food, clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community. Do something kind for one another, and follow us online. We'd love to connect with you on Facebook.com, Consumer Quarterback Show, and Instagram and Twitter at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram and Twitter. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 102.5 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well.
And don't
Postcard
envy
mailers
someone
mailed for
else's
you.
gift. Each
Postage,
gift is unique.
signage,
Each gift
business
is
cards, all
important
paid for
and
by the company.
indispensable.
Aggressive
Not
real
only
estate
should we
splits
not envy
and ways
what
to help you
someone
win
else's have,
in any
we need to
marketplace.
celebrate
We need you
the
to go out, take
diversity that
applications,
is the
and
body
work
of Christ,
our plethora
and
of leads that we're
value
generating on a daily
everyone
basis.
that's part
Reach
of
out
it.
by clicking the form
Guys,
below,
there's to be
and we'd
no
love to have a
self-pity.
confidential interview with you.
And there's to be no deprecation of others in light of the fact of what we're learning. Christ has given to his church a whole panoply of gifts. The Holy Spirit has singled you out and given you at least one gift.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.